I had a hadith teacher, Shaykh Riyad al-Khiraqi, right? He was one of the greatest masters of, one of the youngest but greatest masters of hadith in Damascus. One of the top students of the Muhaddith of Sham, Shaykh Nuruddin Itr. He used to teach in our school. And we used to go to his house also to study on Friday mornings. We used to have a lesson before Jum'ah in Nukhbatul Fikr in his house. And his entire house was a library. Every room in his house was bookshelves, right? And bookshelves from the ceiling to the ground. And he had a son whose name was Salhin and another son whose name was Ata. And whilst in the hadith, in the lesson, his sons would be around in the house also. His sons would be in the room also. And subhanallah, you know what their toys were? Books of hadith. Their toys were books of hadith. And why did I remember this now? Because I remember Shaykh Riyad pointing to a particular book once, and he said to his young son, maybe he was about 3 years old at that time. He said, what's the name of this book? He said, the name of this book is Tabawani. Right? They used to learn the names of the books of hadith at the age of 3, this tender age. What about their mother? Their mother used to sit behind the door and also listen into the hadith lesson. Their mother, who was also a scholar, and also she was a scholar and she was the daughter of a great muhaddith. She was the daughter of a great muhaddith and she was also a scholar. She would sit behind the door, alright, behind the door, the room that we used to study in, the door that we entered through. She used to sit behind there and listen into the lesson. She used to listen into the lesson. And she inherited, alongside her brothers, an enormous wall of books from her father. Our teacher Shaykh Riyad al-Khiraqi used to tell us that this entire wall of books is the inheritance of my wife from her father. What a great inheritance. Books of hadith. Allahu Akbar. So the kid used to say Tabawani.